ball down the field.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Running for the first down with a Louisville Cardinal. And that's good for a few. It brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he'll get it up to the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Bears first down.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chicago.
Off the play fake, Williams. All in left side. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7. On play action, here's Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Chased out to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Pistol now for Milrow. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He has this down to the 34. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now a give right side to Wilson. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. So they'll get to scheme about this third down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have it 3rd and 3. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Milrow from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Bears going with 6 DBs for this 3rd down there in the dime set. Throw here, third down. That one's incomplete over the middle. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you. Now you got to go deliver.
They'll run here on first down. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
What is that?
On play action, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Third down, here's Williams. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However brought, they do at least force this 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit. Oh, and they're going to fake this one. And it's intercepted. The defense wasn't fooled at all. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Not every fake is destined for the highlight reel, and that one's going to probably make the low light reel. They were all over that one from the start. Picked up the targets and covered just about anywhere they threw it. An interception was possible.
They start the drive with Hall. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pin. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Chicago first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun, Williams. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Here's Williams again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's 3rd and short.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, that's not met the standard they set for themselves.
The handoff on 3rd and short. Trying to plow ahead for the first. Can't even get back to the line. That brings up 4th down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
On their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They will go for it. Williams. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down. 24 yards, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Vegas!
Williams from the gun. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really crave man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Dumped off to his running back. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and goal. It's Williams. Buys time, rolling right. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
The offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
What is up? Watch, boys, watch. Yes.
To the air yet again. Williams. Oh, what a catch. Back in the end zone. We got to check the feet. Check the feet. Did he get him? No. Incomplete. Oh, great effort. Just couldn't toe tap it in.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground and start this one off. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 70, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Throwing now, Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or two short of the 20 here.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and short, it's Milrow. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hey, Dragon, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the gun, Milrow. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
Milrow with it on first. Hits his running back. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Milrow looking to throw. Throws caught. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Last thing they wanted to do was make this field goal try easier, but they were jumpy, and they did just that. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. Williams off the play fake. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romadudes a touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Bears drop the lead back to 13. Maybe a little panic here. Maybe they feel like they have to. Down 2 scores. Look at this. Lining up for the onside kick here in the third. And it looks like the Seahawks are able to recover that kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. All right, partner, are you on board with that call we just saw? Yes, they trailed, but it's not a huge lead. It's only in the third quarter. Hold it, you jumped the gun. Now they're in a tougher spot because they didn't recover. Did you say no?
No. No.
Why not?
Because 95% of the time or so, those things fail. Why would you do that this early? No.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how. I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Let's go now. Hiking 18. Ready.
Milrow now to throw. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught by Wilson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Hall running his own read. He dodged the tackle. 16 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the red zone on first. Complete out to the right. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Oh! So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also puts the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Bears 7.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Johnson now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, Williams to throw. Odunze's got it right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Trying for the deep ball. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Vegas!
Third down, here's Williams. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Out of the pistol, Williams. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. They're set up at the 35 now. Slot man motioned over. First down, Williams. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Again, it's Williams. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's second down and 10.
What is it on? Here we go. Vegas, Vegas!
Here's Williams again. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, the core component, like the pass rush today, isn't there, or the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Vegas, Vegas!
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. The task gets tougher as they set up on fourth down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket, and all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard
Come on.
line.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Makes the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. This is the end of the third quarter. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the fourth quarter. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Tag! 60 bucks.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Oh, he's denied the first, but not by much. His play gets down to the 42-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Let go!
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he goes down. The Bears got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. And he drives this one into the pouring rain.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun.